Peace, everybody. What's good? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to True Media Today USA Boxing. Let's go.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, everybody, check this out. Man, I got an opportunity to watch the Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis undercard. The undercard was not what, it was an average undercard at best. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into what a stacked card is right now because I know a lot of you guys don't know what a stacked card is, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Gervonta Davis. But as it relates to Jaron Boots Ennis, that boy ain't ready. The boy's not ready. You're calling out names like Terence Crawford. Every people saying he's better than Crawford because he's a switch hitter. He can switch hit. He's very athletic. Man, what I saw last night, you fought a dude named Karen. Not only did you not knock him out, but you couldn't knock him down nor hurt him. Now, this is the problem that I see with what you did last night. Now, this is the first fight I've actually sat down and watched you fight in, because you've been fighting tomato cans your entire career, and I think it showed. And this is what happens. And I tell people time and time again on my show, I say, dude, yeah, he got 29 wins, 27 knockouts, but who is he fought? Who is he knocked out? Who you fight matters. There's a reason why you didn't go the WBO route, where Crawford has the belt. That's the reason why you didn't go that route. You went the IBF route. But I don't have you beating Errol Spence neither. Because from what I saw last night, you did a whole lot of unnecessary switching. A lot of you young fighters who are switch hitters, I noticed something that you guys do. You switch all the time. You switch just to be switching. You know what I mean? I'm coming out in orthodox. Now I'm going to switch to the southpaw. Now I'm going to switch back to orthodox. Now I'm going to switch to southpaw. If you're going to compare Jaron Ennis to Terence Crawford doesn't do that. If you're going to say that he fights, he's better than Crawford and he can switch hit like Crawford, it's more than just switch hitting. You got to, once you figure your opponent out, once you switch to that other style, that orthodox or southpaw style, that means you figured your opponent out and you're going to methodically break him down from that position. You did not show patience last night. You did not know how to cut the ring off last night. Literally, Jaron Ennis did the exact same thing in the 12th round that he did in the first round and everything in between. You did not make adjustments. You did not know how to cut the ring off. You didn't go to the body the way you should have. You get what I'm saying? You was head hunting. You was missing a lot of shots. You know what I mean? Your timing was not there. When you're fighting elite fighters like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, those guys are really, really good at timing. They're really, really good at timing. When they throw a shot, more than likely they're going to land because they can time you very well and they are deadly accurate. When they throw their punch, 9 times out of 10, they're going to hit the spot. You missed a lot of punches last night chasing Karen. Now, was Karen on the back foot? Yes, he was on the back foot. But if you are this great fighter that they say you are, you should have been able to cut that ring off. You had people telling me that, man, Jaron Ennis, he's better than Crawford. And he's the next. He reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. Where? I don't see no Roy Jones Jr. and doggone Jaron Ennis. There's nothing Roy Jones about Jaron Ennis at all. And please stop comparing him to Terence Crawford because he can switch hit. I do know that Terence Crawford made switch hitting popular in this boxing era because that's what he does. But listen, dog, you're doing it all wrong. Now, your father said that he don't watch fight footage of other fighters. It showed last night he didn't watch fight footage because he literally did not know what to do. That's my opinion. How do I know he didn't know what to do? Because I saw the result. Jaron Ennis went 12 rounds. Now, you did beat the guy for 12 rounds. So I take my hat off to you, young man. You're 30-0, 27 knockouts. But guess what? Jaron Ennis is just another young prospect. He's just another young prospect. He's 23 years old. He got a long ways to go. If you get your ass in there with Errol Spence, the guy they call the big fish out of Dallas, Texas, it's gonna be a whole nother level. You see what I'm saying? You're not on that level. And you're damn sure not on Terence Crawford's level. You see what I'm saying? Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, the dog walk you right now. And I mean that. You ain't ready for those guys. You see what I'm saying? Because if Errol Spence had Karen in the ring, Errol Spence stopped Karens. Terence Crawford put Karens to sleep. You see what I'm saying? So we know this. And they've been in the ring with tougher competition. Hell, I don't even know if you would beat Virgil Ortiz. And that young man right there, I think very highly of him. I think highly of Boots. But let's pump the brakes. All of this saying that he's the next Roy Jones and, he a dog walk Terence Crawford. No, because he's a switch hitter. Nah, this dude is another hyped up prospect. He's a hyped up prospect. That's all it is. Now, you are the IBF intern champion now. More than likely, you're not going to get that Errol Spence fight. You probably can get it. I don't know. It's going to be up to Al Hammond. You do box on Showtime. But there's a reason why your manager, I think your manager name is Karen Duncan, there's a reason why he chose to go the IBF route instead of the WBO route. Because you could have went the WBO route and got the Crawford, if that's what you really wanted. I hear a whole lot of talking from your father, Boots Ennis. I hear a whole lot of talking from Boots Ennis. You know, what you're going to do and this and that. And Boots is knocking all these other dudes out in sparring. Yeah, he's knocking dudes out in sparring. But sparring and boxing in the ring is two different things. He might be stopping dudes in sparring and that stuff looks good in there. And he's switching, he's athletic. But this dude need to work on his timing. He need to work on his accuracy. He need to work on how to cut that ring off. He got to work on his feint game better. You see what I'm saying? You chasing the same guy around the ring in the entire fight. You don't know how to make adjustments, and you switch just to be switching. You see what I'm saying? When you switch, you got to know how, when I'm switching, I'm going to break this dude down from this base stance. You had 12 rounds to knock Karen out. You couldn't knock him out. You had 12 rounds to hurt Karen. You couldn't hurt Karen. You had 12 rounds to knock Karen down. You couldn't even knock him down. But yet you want me to believe that this is the guy who you guys are hyping up that's going to run through Terence Crawford when you get him in the ring.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
This is this guy right here, Jaron Boots Ennis from Philly. This is the guy who you guys told me he's the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. That guy. Roy Jones knocked Karen's out. Karen's don't go 12 rounds with Roy Jones. Karen's don't go 12 rounds with Errol Spence. Karen's don't go 12 rounds with Terence Crawford. It doesn't happen that way. You look frustrated last night too, and in the post-fight press conference, even your father looked frustrated. Yeah, you know, maybe Crawford, maybe Spencer Crawford them will fight me now, and all that stuff there. For what? You don't bring nothing to the table for one. But not only that, forget that. Let's say you do bring something to the table. Because I think what Crawford and Spence had in their careers, they have other options. But let's say you do bring something to the table. Young man, do you really think that you're going to beat those guys? There's a reason why your manager, Karen Duncan, is moving you the way they're moving you. Your resume shows that you got a resume full of tomato cans. You have a resume full of Karens. You ran up on that one Karen last night, and you couldn't even hurt him, drop him, or knock him out. You get what I'm saying? So when people sit back and tell me, well, Boots got 27 knockouts. He knocking out everybody, this and that. I say, yeah, but who is he knocking out? Who you fight matters. If you fighting Hobo Sam, Poke Chop Willie, Show That Big Nuts, you know what I mean? You fighting the Amazon delivery driver. You fighting the Pizza Hut delivery driver. You fighting the Amazon Prime delivery driver. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to knock those dudes out. Those dudes ain't nobody. But when you get Karen in the ring, a guy that's ranked number 22, 23 with Ring Magazine, I think he's in Ring Magazine, he's in the top 25 in Ring Magazine. And I think in the WBO, he's ranked like number 13 or 14 in the WBO. You can't knock this dude out? I mean, for the hype that they get. See, my thing is this here. You've been getting a whole lot of hype, especially from your father. Fight Hype been hyping you up. We know that's a pro PBC website, Fight Hype, you know what I mean? But, you know, Fight Hype been hyping you up. Ellie Setback been hyping you up. All these big dogs on the Chitlin circuit, you know, in boxing been hyping you up. Guess what? I don't see the hype. Boots Ennis is a good prospect. That's it. He's a young, good prospect. You know what I mean? He's athletic. He has a wonderful smile. You know, he's a good fighter, but he's a good young prospect. He's not on the level of Errol Spence, and he damn sure ain't on the level of Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? If you run your ass up on Crawford fighting the way you fought last night, your ass getting put to sleep. Not only that, but when Karen did decide to let his hands go, Karen was catching you with some hell of a combinations. I'm talking about 3-punch combinations. I say, damn, Karen called him, because we did the fight party last night. And I'm looking at how Karen was hitting you flush when he decided to let his hands go, when he did sit in the pocket periodically. I'm like, dude, now you did roll with some of those shots, but he was catching you clean, dog. You know what I mean? You need to learn how to go to the body. And another thing I noticed from Jaron Ennis, the reason why you wasn't able to stop Karen and slow him down, you didn't go to the body enough. You gotta know how to break a person down at the body. Be patient, come with a good game plan to break him down to the body. You switch it from orthodox to southpaw, southpaw to orthodox, from orthodox back to southpaw, from southpaw back to orthodox, from orthodox back to southpaw again. You're doing all this switching. And this is the problem with you young fighters who are switch hitters. Y'all switch hit just to look pretty. Oh my gosh, he switched. He switched. He's at southpaw now. Oh my gosh, he's in orthodox. Look at the smooth transition. Yeah, but how effective it is. You did all that pretty stuff, looking all pretty and cute, trying to be the next Terence Crawford and all that stuff there, and you don't even know how to do it effectively. When you see Crawford switch hit, when he switches from orthodox to southpaw, you normally see him stay in that base stance in southpaw. The reason why is because he uses it to take away your jab. Once he take your jab away, then he methodically breaks you down in the pocket with timing. You need to work on your timing, young man. You know what I mean? Work on your timing. Work on gauging the distance. Stop loading up on your shots. You threw a whole lot of punches last night, swinging real wide. Literally, you did a 360 spin in the ring because you went for the kill shot, trying to catch Karen with some loaded up right hooks and even left hooks. And you miss. You see what I'm saying? Because he saw those punches coming. You want to know why he saw those punches coming? Because you were telegraphing your punches. Far as I'm concerned, Jaron Boots Ennis is a really good prospect. I don't see what your fans, I don't see what the Errol Spence fans who was trying to throw him on Crawford seeing him. I don't see what y'all seeing him. I don't see what a lot of those guys coming out of Philly and online seeing him. I don't see that. I see a young, good prospect who hasn't fought anybody, and it showed. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to get better fighting the tomato cans who he's been fighting. Yeah, that stuff look good. It sound good what we've been hearing in sparring, but it is what it is. But when you get in the ring and when you fight, when you get in the ring with Errol Spence going to stop that boy. He going to beat him up. That's all I see. And Terence Crawford going to knock your ass out cold from what I see. You see what I'm saying? So learn how to fight in the pocket, young man. Stop doing all that damn unnecessary switching. Figure out what it is you want to do. Gauge the distance and range. Become a little bit more accurate. And when you fight Crawford or Errol Spence, understand something that they are very, very good at. They are very good at timing. Timing. Your timing was off. You see what I'm saying? If you are that next Roy Jones Jr. or you better than Terence Crawford, what you better do, young man, you better know how to cut that ring off, know how to fight in the pocket. And another thing I saw, when Karen was grabbing you in the clinch, you didn't even violently try to get out of the clinch. You didn't try to get out of the clinch. You sat right there, looked at the referee, oh man, and waited till the referee come and break y'all up. When someone gets you in the clinch, when you got that dog in you, you have to know how to violently get out of the clinch. When someone trying to grab you, you violently pull out of that clinch and you get right back on them. Watch Errol Spence when someone try to grab him. The only person that Errol Spence couldn't do that to was Shawn Porter, because Shawn Porter had better footwork than Errol Spence, and he was able to spin him, and he was just as strong as Errol Spence. But when you watch Errol Spence, when somebody try to grab him, watch how violent he is getting out of the clinch. If you watch Tank Davis, watch how violent he is getting out of the clinch. Pitbull, Esau Cruz, same thing. Virgil Ortiz, same thing. You know what I mean, bro? Like, let me tell you something. And Boots Ennis, you do a whole lot of talking about your son, what he'll do to Crawford, and, he's the next, he'll run through Crawford, and yada, yada, yada. Because y'all been keeping Crawford's name in your mouth a lot. And I do like that. I like that energy now, but he's not ready. There's a reason why Cameron Duncan is moving your son the way he's moving him. He got 30-0. He's 30-0, 27 knockouts, and he ain't fought no damn body. Now you're saying you want to fight Errol Spence next. Well, man, listen, you're not ready for no Errol Spence. One thing I will guarantee, you won't get that Errol Spence fight. You're not ready for that. I don't think your team, after last night, they're not going to be comfortable with you moving up to try to fight Spence right now. They like, man, Spence probably looking at this dude like fool right now. Spence might be on the phone right now. Hey, Al, man, look here, man. Check this out, Al. Look here, man. This the dude they was talking about? This the dude that's supposed to be the next Terence Crawford? This the dude that's supposed to be the next Roy Jones Jr.? Man, get that man and send that boy a contract, man. You know what I mean? Boots, you did say that you step your competition up. Your level, your boxing level. You take your boxing to another level depending on the competition you're fighting. So we'll see, man. Maybe you get the Errol Spence fight, you'll see. But I got Spence stopping you, and I damn sure got Terence Crawford stopping you. Jaron Boots Ennis, I like you, young man, but you're not what your fans say they are. You're not what Ellie Setback say you is. You're not what the Alphabet Boys say you are. You're not what Fight Hype say you is. And you damn sure ain't what your daddy say you is. You know what I mean? You are a good young prospect. You have a long way to go. Step up your competition. You're 30-0, but you couldn't knock Karen out. You could not knock Karen out. And if you are who they say you are, you got to know how to cut that ring off. You got to know how to cut the ring off. You got to know how to gauge the distance and range. You got to work on your timing. And you got to stop loading up on shots. Because every time you loaded up on a shot, doggone Karen got out of the way. And when Karen did let his hands go, he was putting them paws on you the few times he did let his hands go. Did you win the fight? Yes, you did. I gave you every round. You won 12 rounds, young man. You did that. But all the jibber jabber, man, y'all cut it out, man. That boy ain't ready for Errol Spence nor Terence Crawford. Other than that, that's it. This is Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today USA Boxing. Y'all leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Do you think that my criticism is too harsh? And and if you feel that way, I'm gonna tell you why my criticism is harsh. Because all the stuff that I've been hearing from the Jaron Boots Ennis fans about how great he is, I was expecting to see greatness. I didn't see greatness. I saw a young prospect last night. And that's what he is, and that's what he is right now. That's the way I see it. Other than that, man, let me know what you think. I see you guys tomorrow, Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Leave your comments below. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.